In this video, I will explain how to group and present activity codes inside Primavera P6. The first obvious option is to group and sort. And instead of grouping by WBS, you wanna group by the activity code here, the floor. So you go choose floor and click OK. So it will give you now first floor, second floor, all activities together. So in the previous layout, we had it in two separate places. We had concrete somewhere and the finish somewhere else. You can have here all activities. But what if you wanna also, so say for example, you have thousands of activities. So it doesn't help also to show all activities here inside the first floor. You wanna also have another level of grouping. So you can right click, group and sort. So remove indent, because if you have indent, you cannot have another level of grouping. So remove indent, so I can have another level, and I will choose WBS as well. This is to be indented, and click OK. So now it's much better. I have the first floor and I have the grouping underneath. So I don't have the separate places of activities in one floor. If you go to WBS only, so I delete that, I click on WBS, you see, so I always have this obstruction here under activities. So some activities from another floor, but I wanted to show everything in just one segment or one section. So you can group by activity ID. You can have also multiple activity codes. So I have one activity code for floor, but I want also another activity code for the finishes type or the activity type. So I have for the activity type, I have concrete work, block work, plaster and paint. So let's do this. We go to activity codes. I go to modify. I create another activity code. It's called activity type or activity type. And close. I will add the concrete. This is the code value, so we can have just abbreviation, concrete. I have also block work. I have the plaster work. Then paint. And I can also assign the activity code the same way. I want the activity code under projects, activity type. Let's remove some of that. Let's remove the calendar. We don't need it now. Activity percentage complete. Okay, it's much better now. So for activity type, it belongs to concrete, right? So all these values belong to concrete. And this is for the block work. And I press Control to another block work, fill down, so it can be faster for me. Plaster work. And also paint. It's up to you. What do you want to present? Do you want to see the progress of activity type, for example, the overall cost of floor wise, earned value for block work only? So now it's up to you how to group it and filter it. So let's group by the activity type. And this is activity type, because there is also activity type in Primavera, like the one you see here under general, or so task dependent, but there is an activity type. I should probably change that so you will not be confused. So make it finishes type or just activity, you know, but something, don't confuse it with another description in Primavera. Okay, so we have now all concrete work here, block work, all activities listed, but in the previous layout, I don't have all block work in the same area. I just have the block work separate activities under each floor independently. So this is the value of the activity code. It's very powerful, and you have to use it in your project. And you can also use it here for the resources assignments. For example, you remember in the resources tutorials, we explained that. So I have here everything grouped by resource ID. You can also group by WBS if you want. So all WBS here, it will show you all the resources regardless of the resource type. So here all resources together. I assigned the steel, so I have the steel fixer, I have the carpenter as well. So here it will give you the values for all. Like this is a 2 labors per month, for example, for this activity. Okay, so this is the, if you want, by WBS, and you can also show by activity codes. Let's show the floor. So this is activity code. You can also, but you know, can you imagine now if you are extracting this kind of information through filters only, it will be very difficult, and you will suffer if you wanna filter everything every time using new filter. But activity codes are very powerful. So this is the budget units. Let me remove the average. So sometimes in your reporting, you want to deal with labor hours. So you want to say for first floor, I have this amount of hours, but it will not show you the total here. Okay. And why is that? Because I have also steel rebar quantities assigned. So in Primavera, it cannot just make the summary or sum of labor hours plus ton, you know. So if they find different units, they will not give you the overall here. But what you can do, if you want the labor hours, for example, you can filter. I want the resource type equals labors only. So in this way, I removed the steel rebar. So I have only labor hours here. So Primavera can calculate the total for me on a high level. Okay, so it makes sense that, you know, if you have equipment, for example, if you have ceramic tiles materials assigned in a square meter, of course, the Primavera will not sum all of that for you, because you are not comparing apple to apple. So make sure that you filter properly. But this is also another advantage of activity codes. You can use it anywhere in the program for grouping, presentation, filters. So this is all about activity codes. And in the next section, we will talk about how to maintain and assign baselines and do your update.